In the vast expanse of life's experiences, there comes a moment when one stumbles upon a simple yet profound truth: the power of letting life be. This concept, seemingly simple, holds layers of depth that, when unfolded, can lead to a profound transformation in how we perceive and interact with the world. Today, we will explore the first layer of this powerful mantra, focusing on its foundational aspect: acceptance. Acceptance is not merely a passive state, but an active process of recognizing and embracing the reality of the present moment without resistance or judgment. It involves understanding that each moment, each event, and each person in our life is exactly as it should be. How often do we find ourselves fighting against the current of life, trying desperately to mold it to fit our expectations? This resistance, while natural, often leads to a state of internal conflict and dissatisfaction. Consider for a moment the nature of water. It flows freely, adapts to the contours of the path it travels, and yet retains its essence. Like water, when we embrace acceptance, we allow ourselves to flow with life rather than against it. This does not mean we relinquish our desires or stop striving for betterment. Rather, it means we approach our goals with a sense of openness and trust in the process. The practice of acceptance begins with awareness. By becoming more aware of our thoughts and reactions, we gain insights into our patterns of resistance. For instance, when faced with an unexpected challenge, do you find yourself immediately filled with dread or frustration? This awareness is the first step toward shifting your response. Now, consider the last time you faced a disappointment or setback. How did you react? What if, instead, you had paused, taken a breath, and accepted the situation as it was? This is not about defeat, but about finding a space of clarity from which to make more mindful choices. Moreover, acceptance has a profound impact on our emotional landscape. When we resist what is, we often create unnecessary suffering for ourselves. By accepting, we may not change the external circumstances, but we change our internal experience of them, often leading to a sense of peace and equanimity. But how do we cultivate such acceptance? The journey begins with small daily practices. Mindfulness meditation is a powerful tool in this endeavor. It teaches us to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment, fostering a state of acceptance naturally. Additionally, engaging in reflective journaling can help us process our experiences and cultivate a more accepting attitude. As we wrap up this first part of our exploration into letting life be, I invite you to reflect on the role acceptance plays in your life. How might your day-to-day experience change if you viewed each moment through the lens of acceptance? Consider this as we prepare to dive deeper into the next layer of this powerful mantra: embracing impermanence, the art of living in the moment. Transitioning from the foundation of acceptance, we now delve into another crucial aspect of the mantra: let life be, embracing impermanence. This concept teaches us about the transient nature of life, where every moment is fleeting and every circumstance is subject to change. Understanding and embracing this can dramatically alter our approach to life, infusing it with depth and tranquility. Impermanence is a fundamental truth of our existence. Everything around us, including our own experiences and emotions, is constantly evolving. Nothing remains static. Yet often we cling to moments, relationships, and statuses, hoping to keep them unchanged. This clinging is the root of much of our distress. It locks us into a cycle of desire and disappointment when inevitably things change. Reflect on a time when you experienced significant change that initially seemed daunting. Perhaps it was a move to a new city, a change in career paths, or the ending of a relationship. Initially, these changes might have been challenging, but over time, they likely led to new opportunities and personal growth. By acknowledging that life is a series of changes, we can learn to approach these shifts with a more open and resilient mindset. The practice of embracing impermanence begins with observing the natural world. Notice the cycle of seasons, the way leaves grow, change color, and eventually fall, or how the face of the sky alters from dawn till dusk. Nature does not resist change. It flows with it, and so can we. This observance can help us internalize the beauty and naturalness of change. One effective method to cultivate a comfort with impermanence is through mindfulness exercises focused on the present moment. By anchoring ourselves in the now, we can appreciate the beauty of the transient. Each moment, when fully lived, offers a completeness that does not rely on the past or future. Techniques such as focused breathing, mindful walking, or even engaging fully in a conversation without distractions can heighten our awareness of the present. Moreover, embracing impermanence enhances our appreciation for life's fleeting moments, making our experiences more vivid and valued. When we understand that each interaction, each laugh, and even each challenge may not recur in the same way, we begin to live with more intention and gratitude. Another dimension of embracing impermanence is in dealing with loss and grief. These are natural parts of life that everyone encounters. By accepting that loss is part of the human experience, we can handle these periods with greater grace and eventually find a path to healing. This doesn't diminish the pain or the importance of the loss, but allows us to move through these experiences without getting lost in them. In practical terms, you can start small by changing routines occasionally, trying new experiences, or simply rearranging your living space. These acts, while simple, can help you become more adaptable and less attached to static conditions. Additionally, engaging in creative activities like writing, painting, or playing music can be excellent ways to express and understand the transient nature of emotions and experiences. As we conclude this part of our exploration, I invite you to reflect on how the realization of impermanence might change your approach to life's challenges and joys. How might your day look different if you knew no moment could ever be perfectly replicated? This realization isn't meant to evoke sadness, but rather a profound appreciation for the now. Cultivating compassion, the pathway to inner harmony. As we continue to unravel the layers of Let Life Be, our next exploration focuses on the transformative power of compassion. Compassion is a profound and often underappreciated virtue that not only enhances the lives of others, but deeply enriches our own. It acts as a bridge between accepting life as it is and actively contributing to the world in a meaningful way. At its core, compassion is the ability to recognize the suffering of others and to take action to help alleviate it. However, this begins with turning compassion inward, understanding and alleviating our own sufferings. How can we extend kindness to others if we are harsh and unforgiving toward ourselves? The journey toward widespread compassion starts within our own hearts. Consider how often we criticize ourselves for not being good enough, for failing, or for simply being imperfect. This internal dialogue can be harsher than anything we would say to others. By becoming aware of this self-talk and gradually shifting towards more supportive and understanding language, we build a foundation of self-compassion. This is not about ignoring our flaws, but about recognizing them without judgment and with a willingness to improve. Self-compassion involves three key elements: mindfulness, common humanity, and self-kindness. Mindfulness allows us to recognize our current state without over-identification with our emotions or circumstances. Common humanity connects our experiences with those of others, recognizing that suffering and imperfection are universal aspects of human life. Finally, self-kindness encourages us to be gentle with ourselves, as we would with a dear friend. From the wellspring of self-compassion, our capacity to offer genuine compassion to others naturally grows. It enables us to look beyond our personal challenges and recognize the struggles and pain of others. This is not merely an emotional response, but a call to action. Compassionate action can take many forms, from simple acts of kindness, like a smile or a thoughtful word, to more significant endeavors such as volunteering or helping those in need. The benefits of practicing compassion are immense and backed by numerous studies. It leads to increased happiness, improved mental and physical health, and a deeper sense of connection with others. Compassion can even decrease the levels of stress and increase our lifespan. But beyond these personal benefits, compassion has the power to transform societies. It fosters a sense of community, reduces social tensions, and promotes a more peaceful coexistence. Let's consider for a moment the impact of a single act of compassion. Imagine you are in a hurry, and someone ahead of you in line at a coffee shop is short a few dollars. You decide to cover the difference. This small act might just brighten someone's day or inspire them to help another, creating a ripple effect of kindness. Now, imagine such acts multiplied across communities and societies. The potential for positive change is limitless. However, cultivating compassion is not without its challenges. It requires us to confront our prejudices, to step out of our comfort zones, and to sometimes put the needs of others before our own. It asks us to look deeply into the suffering around us and within us, which can be uncomfortable. Yet, the growth that comes from this discomfort is essential for genuine compassion. In practical terms, you can cultivate compassion through various exercises and practices. Meditative practices like loving kindness meditation are designed to enhance feelings of compassion and love for oneself and others. Engaging regularly in community service can also ground you in compassionate action and connect you to the broader human experience. As we close this segment, reflect on how integrating compassion more deeply into your life might alter your interactions and perspectives. How would treating yourself and others with greater compassion change your approach to daily challenges? Harmony of being, integrating acceptance, impermanence, and compassion. In our exploration of the profound mantra, "Let life be," we have journeyed through the vital landscapes of acceptance, embraced the transient nature of impermanence, and cultivated the transformative power of compassion. Each layer, while powerful on its own, intertwines with the others to form a holistic approach to living that fosters peace, resilience, and purpose. In this final segment, we will explore how to integrate these elements into a coherent life philosophy that enhances our interaction with the world and ourselves. The concept of harmony of being is about achieving balance and unity within our lives. It's about how acceptance helps us face reality with serenity, how understanding impermanence allows us to appreciate the fleeting beauty of life, and how compassion extends this appreciation to a broader sense of connection with others. When these elements are in harmony, life flows more smoothly, challenges become opportunities for growth, and interactions become more meaningful. Acceptance is the bedrock of this philosophy. It teaches us to see and accept things as they are, not as we wish them to be. This doesn't mean resignation or passivity. Rather, it's about recognizing the limits of our control and focusing our energy where we can actually make a difference. For practical integration, start by identifying areas in your life where denial or resistance is prevalent. Use mindfulness techniques to bring awareness to these moments and gently remind yourself to accept. This could be as simple as acknowledging feelings of frustration during a traffic jam, accepting these feelings, and then letting them go. Embracing impermanence enriches our experience of acceptance. It reminds us that our current circumstances, whether good or bad, are temporary. This can be a source of great comfort during difficult times, and a sobering reminder to not take good times for granted. To integrate impermanence into daily life, make it a habit to reflect on changes around you. Celebrate and reflect on endings and beginnings. Whether it's the end of a day, the conclusion of a project, or the change of seasons, use these moments to reinforce the natural cycle of life and your ability to adapt and thrive in changing conditions. Compassion is the outward expression of the inner harmony we develop through acceptance and understanding of impermanence. It involves not only feeling concern for others' suffering, but also taking action to help alleviate it. Begin by practicing self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a good friend. Extend this practice outward by consciously performing acts of kindness each day. Whether it's offering a listening ear, helping a neighbor, or volunteering, these actions reinforce compassionate living and connect us deeply with others. Integrating these elements requires consistent practice and reflection. It's helpful to establish daily rituals that reinforce these principles. Morning meditations can focus on what you need to accept in your life, while evening reflections can be a time to contemplate the impermanent aspects of your day and the acts of compassion you've performed or witnessed. Moreover, keep a journal that tracks your thoughts and feelings about acceptance, impermanence, and compassion. Writing helps solidify these concepts in your mind and makes it easier to see your progress over time. The personal peace and harmony you cultivate have a ripple effect on those around you. By embodying these principles, you influence others in subtle but profound ways. Your calmness can help soothe others' anxieties. Your appreciation for life's fleeting moments can teach others to value them, and your acts of kindness can inspire a chain reaction of goodwill. As we conclude our exploration, remember that "let life be" is not a call to passivity, but a call to profound engagement with life. It's about engaging with life's imperfections and uncertainties with grace, acting with compassion towards others, and embracing each moment fully. This approach doesn't shield us from life's challenges, but it equips us to meet them with strength, clarity, and kindness. As you move forward, carry these principles with you. Let them guide your steps and interactions. The journey of integrating acceptance, impermanence, and compassion is ongoing and ever-evolving. It is a path not just to better living for oneself, but to fostering a better world. Are you ready to take these steps and embody the harmony of being in your daily life? Let this not be the end, but a beautiful beginning.